What I want to speak about with selling is a whole different way of thinking with selling. Because what happens is we have left brain selling and we have right brain selling. I've been looking at selling for a long time, and what do successful people do? Successful people sell with the right brain. When they engage people, they bring in emotions. You get left brain people, and all they do is they're talking about facts and figures, and a person's just sitting there getting bored. So it's all about awareness and how do we get that right brain thinking. So what I'm going to start off with here is take a look at this. This is a little awareness exercise. See what you can come up with. You've got to count the balls. See if you can count.
This is an awareness test.
What's happened to our... there we go. Our projector's lost us there. Okay. Again.
This is an awareness test. How many passes does the team in white make?
We seem to have lost our picture there. I'll get that back later on. We'll just check why we've lost that. Okay, what I want us to think about is the left and the right brain, and we'll have a look a little bit more now. The left-hand brain, the left-hand side there, it's all about facts and figures, rational thinking, and really confusing people. When we come up with too many facts and figures on the left-hand side there, it confuses. On the right-hand side, it's feely, touchy, supportive, liking to teach. It's how do we move from the one side, from that left side, to that right brain of thinking? So left brain selling, when we think about that, if we're just talking facts and figures, somebody comes and they're just talking facts and figures to me, I get confused. If I want to go and buy a car, I walk in. I don't want to know how the engine works or what kind of tires. I want to know, I get in, I press a button, the roof comes off. I want to press a button, the seat heats up. That's what I want to know. If somebody starts talking to me and gives me the manual and says, okay, let's have a look here, this is X, Y, CC, and all of my face is just going to go blank. If I'm going to go and buy a car, I want a salesman who's going to excite me, who's going to do right brain thinking. It's going to be, just think when you're on the highway and you're driving there, all the girls are going to be looking at you. I'm like, yes, I want that car. That's my car. So I don't want too many facts and figures, and it makes me insecure if people try and confuse me with facts and figures. So it's how do we move away from that left to the right brain selling? Okay, let's have a look at some right brain stuff. How many of you see a word? Don't tell me what the word is, but just put your hand up if you see a word. Okay, there's a few of us that have seen a word. How many of us can't see a word? How many of us can't see a word there? Anybody not seeing a word? Okay, so we put in the right brain, have a look at it again, and you can all see the word now. Fly. Okay, so if we look at it there, sort of the left brain says, I can't figure out what all of that is. Right brain people, straight away, we see fly. Okay, there's an interesting one. I want you to count the squares. See who can count up and tell me how many squares there are. Now, the right brain people will get this very quickly. The left brain people are going to sit and work it all out. So how many squares have we got there? 17, 21, 24, 25, 26, 72, 21, 16. Okay, so our brains are all thinking in a different way. 13, 21, 24. Who's got more than 26? Anybody got more than 26? How many do you have? 30. Whoa. 30. How many have you got? Whoa. 30. Whoa. You've even got more than me. Okay, so let's count them up. So we start there. We've got 1. So 1 and 16 is 17. 19. 23 so far. We've all got those. Got those so far. Now, whoever got 36, I want to know where you got the other 5 from. How did you get 36, sir? That's right brain thinking, the imagination working. So how many of us got 31? Okay, wonderful, well done. So again, it's all about engaging that right brain. Here's another one. How many F's are there in the white writing? How many F's in the white writing? 2, 4, 1, 6, 0. That's left brain. 5. How many of us have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay. In fact, there are 6. There are 6 over there because most people think of. So we say of, and you don't look at the F. So we've got 6 over there if you count all of those over there. 1, 2, 3, of, 4, 5, 1. There, that's it, 6. So 6. So now how do we get that right brain thinking all the time? Here's another one. I want you all to read this out loud. Read that out loud. A bird in the bush. 2 birds in the bush. Yeah. How many reads a bird in the bush? Or a bird in the bush? Anyone see anything different? A bird in the bush. You all see that now? Because again, it's that left-right brain. We just see one thing, and we think about that. What word do we see there? Optical illusion. How many of us see both words? Optical. How many of us see illusion? And again, it's thinking about what's in between. The white lines are optical. The colored lines are illusion. Optical illusion. What do we see there? Me, you. Okay, so now we've got the right brain working. We're thinking about how's that right brain, and it's that whole emotional thing, how we're getting all of that. There's an interesting one. How many legs does that elephant have? No one's going to get that right because that's an optical illusion. Okay, here's a card trick. I want you all to select one card and concentrate on it. Don't tell me what it is. I'm a magician. So I want you all to select one card. You've all got that one card? You've all selected it? Okay, I'm going to take your card away. Okay, but I've just got to concentrate. And your card is gone. How many of you, your card is gone? Choose another one. You can choose another one. Look, choose another card. Choose any card. You've all got a card. It's gone. How do I do that? Yeah, they're all different. Okay, so now we see what the right brain is all about. Engaging that whole right brain instead of just facts and figures, thinking outside the box. So now if we look at right brain selling, this is where it all starts. The first thing it starts with is provoking thoughts. If I'm going to go and see somebody, I want to provoke a lot of thoughts. So yeah, I use visual aids. People love to see visual things. If I've got a product, I'll have the product, I'll be showing it to them. If I've got a whole series of products, it's great because you've got an iPad nowadays. put it onto your iPad. That's fantastic. How many of us have got iPhones? Anyone got iPhones? Yeah. How many of us have got an iPhone projector? Anybody got a projector? When we do the social media, I'm going to show you what I do with clients. I do videos, I do presentations. I have a little projector that size. Now I sit with the client and I project it. I don't even need this. The client loves that. So we've got to have lots and lots of visual aids. Show people pictures, all the things we've been going through. If we're just sitting talking to people, they're going to get bored. So show lots and lots of photographs, pictures. The next thing is you've got to stir emotions. You've got to ask all of the right kind of questions. Now, most people, when we go and we sell something, let's find a product that we sell. Sir, what is your name? Abdullah, what do you sell? Courier solutions. Okay, so if you were selling me a courier solution, let's get a microphone here. Oh, thank you. What kind of questions would you be asking me if you had to come and see me?
Which company are you using at the moment?
Good. Which company? What else?
Where do you bring your commodity?
Okay, fantastic. What else?
Basically, you're asking him about the commodities itself.
Okay. Yeah, identifying them. So asking him a lot of questions. Who do you buy from? How many quantities do you buy? How often do you buy? So those are the normal kind of questions we'll be asking. Watch what Jeffrey Gitomer says on asking powerful questions.
The most powerful element of selling
Some volume?
is actually asking. So if you know that questions are critical, why are you spending more time watching TV reruns than you are developing new questions? Note, I just asked you a question. If you know that questions are critical, why don't you have a list of 25 questions that you're certain that your prospect has not heard before, and more certain that your competition is not asking? The more thought-provoking your questions, the more your prospective buyer will respect you. The higher that respect level is, the more likely they are to be truthful with you and give you insight into the key factors that will determine the sale, their key buying motives. They will also begin to share truth about how the decision is made, not who makes it, how the decision is made. Every minute you're in front of a prospect, they're deciding how much they like you, how much they believe you, how much they respect you, how much confidence they have in you, and how much they trust you.
So it's interesting, we've got to think about that. Sorry about the sound quality, we'll fix that up there. But we've got to think about powerful questions. Now take a look at this. Who's come across spin selling? Anybody come across spin selling? Okay, one of the things I would suggest to all of you as well, when you leave here, go and Google spin selling and buy the book on spin selling. It is an absolutely amazing way of asking questions, spin selling. And this is the spin formula. The first one is situation questions. Now, we heard what Abdullah said to me over there. Situation questions are, who do you use at the moment? How often do you use it? What do you know, all of those kinds of things. How much do you spend on your courier services? Why do you use those courier services? We all ask situation questions. What we've got to try and do now is add to that, and the next thing would be problem questions. So now if I'm Abdullah, a problem question might be, what are some of the challenges you face with your current couriers? Oh, they don't come on time. They say they're going to get it to somewhere. Now I'm going to be talking about the challenges I face with some of my couriers. They say they're going to pick up 12 o'clock, they come 1 o'clock. They say it's going to take 4 days, it takes 5 days. So problem and challenge questions are fantastic. That leads to the third one. This is the most powerful question you can ask, is implication questions. That means, what is the impact? So now if I'm Abdullah, I've said, so who are you using? First one is situation. The second one, problem. What are some of the challenges you're facing? Oh, Abdullah, they don't come on time and it gets there late. The third one is going to be, how does that affect you? Exactly, how does that affect you? Well, you know what? I promised my clients they're going to get delivery by tomorrow, 3 o'clock. It gets there 5 o'clock. The client now hates me. He doesn't do any more business with me. Now I'm telling him about all of the implications. How is it actually impacting my business? It's the most powerful question you could ever ask, those implication questions. The fourth one is what they call a need payoff question. This will be, if I can solve all your needs for you, if I can guarantee I'm going to deliver on time, how would you feel about this? Absolutely fantastic. Okay, now take a look at our website. Here's what our clients have said. Oh, you know, I've used Abdullah for 3 years. Abdullah always delivers on time. Video testimonials. But try using this, because what we all use, we just use the situation questions. Once you start bringing in those problem and implication questions, I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. Now, one thing leads on from there. From there, we go into a thing called priority questions. Now, again, if there's one or two very important things I want you to take away today, one of the most important ones are priority questions. Because you've got to tell me what's important to you. If I tell you this is important, let's say I'm Abdullah, I go and say to somebody, well, you've got to use us because we're fantastic, we're wonderful. I'm thinking, so what? Everybody says that. But now I'm going to show you how priority questions works. I need a volunteer. Who's going to volunteer to come up here, and I'm going to demonstrate it to you? Any volunteers? Okay, there we go. Is that Ali? Okay, I'm going to show you how it works. Round of applause. There we go. I love volunteers. Okay, good sir. What is your name?
Muhammad.
Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad, come and stand here with me. Muhammad, what do you sell? What is their job? Those people. They're the buyers.
Any man can have that problems. It's men's problems.
Okay. Oh. Have you got any free samples?
For sure.
Okay, so now I'm going to be Muhammad. You're going to be any man.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to use priority selling. Muhammad got some problems there, so in choosing the right kind of product, there's so many products out there. What is the most important thing that you look for in a company that's going to solve your problems?
To make it done.
To get it fixed for you.
Yeah, to get it fixed.
Why is that so important to you?
Because it's my life my life problem.
Yeah, okay. What's going to happen if you don't do anything? What happens if you don't buy the product? Nothing happens to you. How's it going to affect your life?
You're going to feel bad.
You're going to feel bad. You're not going to live 100%. Okay, if I can come up with the right solution that's going to solve your problems tomorrow, how are you going to feel about that?
You're going to buy it.
Okay, great. Can you please get the order form out? So that's how easy it is. Okay, round of applause for Mohammed. Great, well done, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Great. I love that product. I need another volunteer, another kind of product. Who's going to come? Okay, there we go. Okay, do you want to come up, Casey? Yeah, okay, there we go. Casey, eh? Okay, let's go over here. Casey, what do you... Yeah, round of applause for Casey. Okay, Casey, what do you sell?
Professional services.
Okay, like banking or
Consulting
consulting
services.
service. Okay, and who do you sell to?
Clients who want to improve their business needs.
Okay, clients who want to improve their business needs. I'm going to be Casey. You're going to be a potential client.
Okay.
Okay. Can you all hear Casey?
Can you hear me? Yeah?
Okay. So I've come to see Casey. I'm a consultant. Casey, now you must probably be looking at a lot of companies out there that sell, you know, consulting that will solve all their problems. What is your number one priority? What is the most important thing for you in choosing a consulting company?
I want a personalized experience for my company.
Okay. Why is that so important?
To make sure that my needs are met as a company.
What happens if some company says to you, we're going to give you a personalized need, and they just give you something that's off the shelf? How's that going to help you? What's it going to do?
I don't think it will, because maybe what works for one company won't work for my company.
Okay, great. So if we can guarantee you we can come up with a personalized consulting need that will take care of all your requirements, that's the most important thing.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go away now. I'm going to prepare all of our proposals and get that together for you. Now, again, you've seen two different situations. One is consulting. One is a very essential product. By the way, men, please form a queue at lunchtime next to Mohammed there. Okay, round of applause for Casey. There we go. Here's the questions, the priority questions, the way that I ask them. Most important thing you take away today. The first thing you ask them, what is your number one priority? What is the most important thing that you look for if it's a courier company, in a courier company? If it's a bank, what is the most important thing you look for a bank? What is the most important thing? The second question is, why is that so important to you? So Casey said, I want it personalized. Why is that so important to you? The third thing, what would be the consequences if you chose the wrong company? What would be the consequences if you didn't do anything? Tell me what the consequences are going to be. That's the bad news. And then the good news is, what would happen if you had to choose the right company and we could come up with the perfect needs for you? This is the most powerful, powerful thing you can take away, the most powerful thing. Now, what happens is, if anybody volunteers for anything, you've got to reward them. Isn't that true? Mohammed? Casey? You get my cards, you email me, and I'll send you each a free copy of my book. How's that? Okay, so a round of applause for our volunteers. There we go.